Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Unexpected Wonder. Y'all see the title. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this discussion. I really didn't. But Garp the Hero 333, he asked for the review. He's like, yo, why don't you do a classic, a classic Zoro versus Sanji? I'm like, alright, man, I'll do it. Why do I do these things? I do it for the people. I do it so that the people will know, will have a greater knowledge. Like I said, y'all can see it. This is a One Piece Pirate Hunter Roronoa Zoro versus Blackleg Sanji discussion. Now, I'll break this down into two sections. First off, I'll deal with character development. Secondly, I'll deal with their battle prowess. Now, I'll start with the weaknesses of both. With Roronoa Zoro, Zoro has a terrible sense of direction, which begs the question, how in the world was he a pirate hunter to begin with? He has terrible sense of direction. He also at times can be the dumbest member of the crew. Literally, he can be the stupidest member of the crew. And even once or twice, Luffy has said something that Zoro's done was stupid. Now, as a meme says, Luffy is stop eating. It says, or no, it was a different one. It says, when Luffy says you're stupid, you are stupid. Anyway, now Sanji's weaknesses. Sanji, look, he's a ladies' man. Nobody's knocking that. But sometimes Sanji goes overboard. And for example, he has this nobility code, this chivalrous code, which I applaud. I give him that. He will not hit a woman. But here's the problem. Under any circumstance. Now, Sanji, babe, come on, man. Man up. If a woman is threatening your life, or especially the lives of those you care about and love, you ain't gonna take care of business? I'm not saying you got to severely hurt her, but you take care of business. That chivalrous code is too much. It's too much. And sometimes he overdotes on females and stuff. And at times he's a bit too emotional. Now, with all that being said, look, we both know both Zoro and Sanji are epic, badass, and phenomenally done characters. I mean, they're both level-headed. They are. They both provide some brotherly, advice to both Luffy and especially to Usopp. And at times they're also helping Chopper develop as a man as well. Now, both of them are phenomenally strong. We don't know, anyone who knows One Piece knows this. That's without a doubt. Both of them are they're not quite the best at what they do, but they're top tier at each. Zoro is the first mate. I don't care what anybody says. He's the first mate of those Straw Hats, and he's their chief swordsman. Sanji is the cook. Now, let's compare their goals. What are they going after? First of all, Zoro is going. He strives to become the best, the greatest swordsman in the world. On the other hand, Sanji, his goal, his dream is to find the All Blue, which is an ocean, a sea where all the waters in the One Piece world meet. Probably somewhere in the Grand Line. Okay. Now, in comparison with their goals, let's think logically, ladies and gentlemen. Who do y'all think it's going to be harder for them to reach their goal? It is Zoro. Because look, becoming the world's best swordsman? Dude, are you kidding me? That's literally right below Luffy's desire, Monkey D. Luffy's desire to be Pirate King. Think about it. He's got to face some tough dudes. He's got to develop skills. His hockey game's got to be phenomenal. He's got to be easily admiral level. Okay? He's got to, be able to best characters such as Dracula, Hawkeye's Mihawk, and also Red Hair Shanks in swordsmanship, swordplay. Not necessarily he's bet, at least best them in swordplay. He's got to be better than them. Also you have Vista from Whitebeard's crew. He was beast too. So, there's that. With Sanji on the other hand, I ain't saying his is an easy task to find. I mean, heck, the sea he's looking for is kind of legendary. It's something mythical. But here's the thing. It's a location. Zoro's is a skill set. So already you know off rip that Zoro's is a harder goal to reach than Sanji's. Now, let's look at their personalities. Zoro, he doesn't let pretty much anything faze him. Okay? When it comes to fighting, he is like Luffy. He's very much like Luffy. Him and Luffy are very similar. Luffy's just more outgoing and seemingly childish. Zoro not so much. Zoro's also a couple years older than Luffy. Zoro, like I said, he's level-headed. He is willing to confront challenges. He don't back away from challenges like nothing. He's ready to fight. He's ready and willing to fight. You give him a reason, a motive, oh yeah, it's on. And please give that man a challenge. He's all about the kind of challenge. He's got the honor of a swordsman. Now with Sanji will fight, but Sanji is laid back. He has great intuition. He does. As was shown on Water 7, where he went to the train station. He's like, I thought so. Sanji, he's got this cool vibe with him. He's level-headed too. But the thing with Sanji is, Sanji only fights if he has to. He really does. He doesn't. He's not cowardly. He's just he would rather. Fighting's not his forte. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a beast fighter. Don't get me wrong, but fighting ain't his. Ain't what he wants. Ain't his usual desire. He doesn't live. He doesn't thrive to fight. Now, when it comes to food, oh my goodness, anything to do with food or with women, you mess with that, oh, you about to get your behind whooped by black lad Sanji. Okay. Now here I'm going into battle prowess. Now with Sanji and Zoro, it's a beautiful thing because they have a brotherly rivalry. Okay. And I have to say this. That should have been said. The main reason why they want to do this is because they're devout fanboys on both sides who will rip you to shreds. But I've said controversial things before, and so way more than this. So I can handle it. I just didn't want to hear the hate. Don't pour the hate on me. I'm just being real. I'm coming with the facts here. Okay. Now with battle prowess. But in strength, pure physical strength, we're just talking strength-wise. You have to give Zoro edges out Luffy and Sanji just a bit. He does. He really does. Zoro is stronger than both of them. But when talking speed, Sanji edges out Luffy and Zoro a bit. Destructive capacity, they're both about equal. They really are both about equal. Luffy's, I have to say, he's on another level. Not completely blow him out the water, but come on, this is Monkey D. Luffy. We've seen feat after feat. But here's the thing. We look at it, their fighting styles. Now, we know both of their hockey games is on point. We do. We know that they both can handle their business. They can go head to head and face Luffy. Zoro's proven that. And Sanji's faced Zoro. Not just in play fights. Like, they legit, If Zoro can face Luffy off, pretty much on par, we know Sanji can face Luffy pretty much on par. Here's the thing. Sanji is a close range fighter. He is. Zoro is a close to mid-range fighter. Now, Zoro mainly, he's a swordsman. He mainly relies on the strikes. But here's the thing. He can throw slices through the air. Okay, power slices through the air, so that gives him more range. Some may say Sanji has a skywalk and a blue walk. Well, okay, like I said, Zoro can slice through the air. The blue walk, okay, Sanji has that, but Zoro is shown to be fast underwater. We saw that example. He was on par, if not faster than Horty Jones when Horty Jones was on steroids. And these are fishmen. These ain't regular humans. So we know that's legit. You know. We seen you know, but here's where the real kicker is. Two things. And I'm gonna tell y'all off rip. I give character development wise. Okay, I'll show you who I give the win to in a second. Here's the things y'all have to consider. There's this great debate going on right now about Sanji, if Sanji could switch place and take Zoro's foes, and Zoro can switch place and take Sanji's foes. Now it is true, Zoro could definitely defeat Sanji's foes, but can Sanji always defeat Zoro's foes? No. Anyone who says that is foolish and does not their memory is lacking. Two examples. We start with Mr. 1, Mr. 2 on Alabasta. Now, Zoro, Bon Clay ain't no joke. He proved himself strong. What it was, if you remember the fight, Sanji kept getting distracted because of Nami's face, and then he eventually didn't see her and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But their styles were somewhat similar. You know, they were both kicking. Bon Clay, Mr. 2 was a kicker, and Sanji's obviously a kicker. Here's the thing. Zoro facing Mr. 1. Who is Mr. 1? He's a doggone... He can make any part of his body steel, and pretty much any part of his body a weapon. A sword. Okay? How on earth is Sanji going to be able... He'll last that, but you saw how torn up Zoro has, and he has swords. How is Sanji going to be able to beat him? You got to remember at the time, as far as I can remember, Diabo Jambe, you know, Sanji's super his up technique didn't come into play till the Ennis Lobby arc. Okay, when he faced when he faced the wolf dude. Okay, the wolf zone fruit dude of CP9. So he didn't have... How is he going to be able to beat Mr. 1? Another example, Fishman Island. Now, Zoro, look, remember this. The Wada Hootski, or whatever that big old giant fishman dude was, it took more than just Sanji to defeat him. Now, Zoro, first of all, he beat him really very quickly. But remember who he faced. He faced the crazed, octopus fishman swordsman, who could poison you as well. Luffy would have died of poison if Luffy hadn't already become immune to pretty much all poisons because of Warden Magellan back in Impel Down. How on earth is Sanji going to be able to face against a swordsman who just chops off everybody? Anybody think about that? You got to give it to him on that. Then you got this other thing. How is Sanji, even with his Diablo Jambe, how is he going to be able to face off against Roronoa Zoro's Kyotoru? That's his 9-sword style. When he gets he awakens the Asura, the kind of demon thing, the 3 heads, 9 arms. What can Sanji do against that? Please, somebody tell me, what can Sanji do against that? So you look at it. Overall, I have to give the nod for character development Zoro's way. Why do I say this? And people say, oh, this is a go-to, but it is a go-to. Thriller Bark. Now, the end of Thriller Bark, when you had Bartholomew Kuma show up, Sanji was willing to take the pain, but Sanji easily got knocked out by Zoro. Zoro was banged. Every straw hat was torn up. So we know Zoro was too. But what did he do? He took all of Luffy's pain. When Sanji wakes up, where is Zoro? Zoro's just standing there bleeding. Just a total epic badass moment. And what is it? Sanji asks him what happened. Zoro pretty much says, nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, man. You think Sanji will survive that? I like Sanji too, but let's get real. And it's battle-wise, it would be a long battle, but Roronoa Zoro in the end, he would win Tell me y'all thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. Alright, I'm out. Peace.